Phil, you all right, Phil?
I'm all right. How are you two?
I'm not too bad, you know.
Good.
Are you excited about the weekend, though, Phil?
Oh, I am, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Saw you on Channel 4 News last night, Phil.
I was there.
Talking about the FTSE index in your big butch voice, weren't you? Oh, the FTSE is down 2 today with fantastic.
Gossipy news.
They gave you the little roundup at the end, didn't they, with the weather? Hey?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, sorry, on Channel 4 News.
Lovely.
Anyway, Phil Gale, ladies and gentlemen.
A lot of
He's a cutting snarler.
Intellectual welly.
He is, isn't he? So I can hear a cry. Yes. Yes. First of all, Sarah Coxie is holding the star. Hey, Yorkie, can you give us a lift into work, mate? Asks David Beckham after being banned for speeding. Frey Not says, Yorkie, I'm banned too. And so is Andy Cole. They're all banned from driving. They've all got Ferraris, and that's another treble for Man United there, isn't it? Marvellous news. All of them hitchhiking to work. Or going in with minicab drivers. I'd love to see that. Let's take a look at the sun. I don't want to say I told you so, but this is, you're starting to see what really Europe's all about. They're taking the wee-wee. The French still refuse to lift its illegal ban on British beef. There is no scientific evidence whatsoever now to suggest that British beef is dangerous, so the French really just being bloody-minded. There's no other word for it. Let's go to the Daily Telegraph. Do you want me to rant a bit more about Europe, or have I done that? No. Do you think I can go on a bit of a rant?
It's Friday. You could, but I don't know that you should.
I don't know. I want to go on about isolationism and how we shouldn't fear it.
Not now.
OK, I'll do it Monday anyway, but I've got a lot to say on the subject. I think at the moment this just nicely speaks for itself. I really haven't got to hammer the point home, but I think we all know that it's a self-serving thing. Anyway, the headline that never was. We've drawn your attention to this because this is not on any front page today. Because David Beckham being banned is obviously bigger news for everyone, and the Star showing you some Christmas lingerie is bigger news. But I think the fact that Martin Luther King, his assassination was actually a conspiracy, and that emerging, for me, that's quite a big story. I'd say he's one of the 20th century's most colossal figures, and actually a true hero, I would think. After 4 weeks' testimony, a civil court jury in Memphis decides the assassination of civil rights leader was the result of a conspiracy involving government agencies and disgruntled Southerners, and that James Earl Ray, the man convicted of the murder, did not fire the shot that killed Dr. King. That's page 19. It's interesting. If a Kennedy dies or if something happens there, that's front pages everywhere. I'd say it's a racist thing. It's relegated only to page 19. I think, actually, the Telegraph covered that this morning anyway. So well done to them. Disgust me. Do you know what? I'm going to get in there now, before I get too self-righteous. Hey, you're going to enjoy this one. A husband woke up on a nighttime transatlantic flight to find himself being groped, apparently. The 40-year-old victim, who was wearing a sleep mask, you know, those things, thought it was his wife stroking his thigh and unbuttoning his jeans beneath the blankets. But he was stunned to discover a stranger was in her seat. No. And it was a bloke. No.
What happened?
I don't know. You know, we don't know if it actually happened or not. This is what is being alleged at the moment. It's in the valley of allegedly. But whoa. Imagine that.
Has that ever happened to you?
No, it hasn't. But imagine you sort of thinking, well, our technique's got a bit better. That's amazing. Wow, what's she learned? But anyway, I'm going to carry on before I really say something I shouldn't.
Yeah, you're nearly there today.
Was I nearly there?
Yeah, you're edging it.
What, by using the word technique?
Do you know what would really... Actually, I won't say the word.
Anyway, Bobby John. Real policing bears... I'm surprised Prince Charles has said this. Real policing bears little resemblance to television drama, the Prince of Wales said yesterday, as he honoured community policemen at St James Palace. So Prince of Wales believes TV police, you know, is no relation to reality. For a start, on telly, they never rush ahead to open the door for people. They never salute them when they arrive at a police station. They never shelter them with umbrellas when it starts raining. And then, actually, in the station itself, the deck sergeant doesn't bow. It doesn't look freshly decorated wherever he goes. And also, prisoners don't stand in line outside their cells, telling him what they're there for.
What are you having to eat today?
What are you having to eat today? So it would be rather different from Prince Charles. Mind you, real life bears very little resemblance to Prince Charles' own life, despite the fact I like him.
I like him.
I quite like Prince Charles because he's misguided, but he cares. Doesn't he? I
think we'll look back at his life in a very interesting way.
Do you think we will?
Yeah, like that. Very interesting. Maybe with a boiled sweet.
He was quite an interesting man. It's the first story, ladies and gentlemen. Store Santa Frank Briars, 58, was banned and fined £150 after being convicted of drink driving.
Bingo!
Bingo! That is the first of our guaranteed Christmas stories. So isn't that fantastic? We've had the EastEnders plot. This is, I'm just saying, we went through our 20 stories that will appear between now and Christmas. And, of course, the first Drunk Santa was one of them. So, congratulations.
2 down, 15 days to go.
2 down, 15 days to go. That's marvellous news. Here's the next one for you. No, we didn't predict this one. A man dressed as Santa Claus and speaking Urdu robbed a McDonald's restaurant in Oslo. What a cosmopolitan world we live in. You see, a lot of people think that's disgusting. Me, I just think, isn't it great? We're all getting together like this. A man dressed as Santa Claus speaking Urdu robbed a McDonald's in Oslo. Nobody was injured in the incident, which happened after the restaurant had closed, and he and an accomplice escaped with about £1,500. Police issued a description of the accomplice saying he was about 5 foot tall with antlers and a very, very shiny nose. A female Santa is suing her bosses for £62,000. It's another Santa story.
Beautiful.
This is, we've had the first drunk Santa. This is the first Santa to be sacked. A female Santa is suing her bosses for 62 grand, claiming they sacked her for having breasts. I never thought that was an essential part of Santa's armoury, but there you go. She was fired after a boy groped her costume during a grotto visit and said, "Look, Father Christmas got..."
Really?
That's what he
Do you
said.
know what? Kids today.
Kids today, isn't that unbelievable?
Ooh, what
Me,
have
I'd
you
have kept
done?
stum and enjoyed them.
I'd have grabbed it.
I've gone, oh, Santa. What a well-developed chest you've got. Really gone for it. Anyway, there we go. Do you know, I have dreams about her. They're getting more frequent. I'm not worried. Judge for yourself whether you should be. It is, of course, Jackie Stallone. Of course.
Of course it is.
Oh, look at her. She's not bad. She knows, because she
Jackie.
knows it and she shows it. She's got it, hasn't she? Look at the
Do you think she
expense of
does
the
know
jewellery. I don't know what it says. It starts to say nice art. I don't know what it says down there, but that'd be an extraordinary thing to have written on your jacket if it says what I think it says. Can we focus in on that there? Just a little photo within the photo. Can we go in on that? If you take a good look at that, you see Stallone is doing the punch photo with his mother. Now, I interviewed Stallone years ago and got a photograph taken with him, and he did that to me, exactly that shot. That's his standard shot. I can't believe he does it with his own mum. Like, yeah, knockout. You wonder if Stallone meets the Queen mum, it'd be like that. Really? Like, in a second, I'm going to lay her out. Quite extraordinary. Next stop for a beer. Beer-loving artist Jimmy Somerville. Tell me why! It's not him, actually.
I can dance like him. God, I'm a good feed.
Beer-loving artist... That was a good feed, thanks for that. Beer-loving artist, lovely feed line. Really
It's
sweet.
all right.
Swift
I'm
feed,
one of the best
back on.
feeds in the
Oh,
business.
you're a good feed. Thanks,
Yeah.
Bob. Beer-loving artist Jim Somerville. Tell me why! Has produced a plan of his favourite pub crawls in the style of a London Underground map.
What a great
Drink
idea.
is fantastic. The inns on Jim's plan of Nottingham are linked by tracks which advise drinkers of the best routes.
Lovely.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
It's so simple. Richard Studeny, local chairman of Real Ale Group Camera, said, "I think it's a brilliant idea, says I. Well thought, my friend. In good sooth, I'll be raising a glass or three to that, excuse I. Know what I mean? Where's my beard?" He didn't actually say any of that at all. The Queen, more accustomed to having flags waved at her by bystanders, I'm afraid they're making her wave a flag to usher in the new year. It was going to be a button, but it wasn't deemed TV-worthy enough.
button?
She's going to have to press a button, then it would have all started. But now they want her to actually wave a flag.
I don't know that I want to see her wave.
This, do you know what I mean? They're just demeaning. OK, she's opening a big overpriced amusement park. Kind of sub-Disneyland with a massive great he-she she's going to look excited about. I mean, how does the Queen feel about strolling up the rectum
going, you
of
know.
a he-she? You're not going because you're working that night here. So you're not going,
I am
Lisa.
going to
You're
the
not
Dome.
going,
As a
Lisa.
matter of fact, I am.
No, you're not. You're
Yes,
not
I
going
am.
to the Dome. You're
I am
working
going
here.
on the 17th.
No, you're... are you going on that little promo visit? Yes. But when you initially said it, you implied you were going on to see the Queen. Yes, you did.
You didn't.
Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Sorry, unscripted. That was.
That's how good we
But
are.
anyway, as the flag is waved, curtains at the Millennium Dome will open, revealing its contents, including the entwined figures in the body zone to the nation. The Queen's role has been criticised as tacky by MPs, and rightly so. The MPs absolutely right on again. So you're well worth the money, you really are. On her way to the Dome by boat, the Queen... It's amazing what they're putting with it. Imagine the Queen having to do this. The Queen will also fire a laser beam across the Thames, which will ignite the world's biggest
What's she
beacon.
going to wear? to do all of this.
What does the Queen wear?
I want her in an all-in-one
Oh, and Mom,
with a wedge heel,
do you mind wearing it? It's probably like an ex-grace.
standing like that.
Yeah.
Like nude motorbike woman.
Yeah. Imagine that, the Queen in like a sort of silver, futuristic outfit. Not one of those huge collars like that.
No, I pressed the laser
Like that.
key.
Looking like something from Space 1999.
Fabulous.
Or if they make her wear that Falcon wig like the guy used to have on Blake Shelton.
That would be good, with a great big
Falcon.
collar like Dracula.
Big Vulcan ears. Mom, can you slip these on for a laugh? We'd like it with sort of a Vulcan theme, Mom. Her and Prince Philip is doing that.
Live long and prosper. Live long. I am now and will always be your friend.
Yeah. That'd be brilliant.
I'd love that.
I love that.
I'd go up and kiss her for that.
She's certainly got enough Klingons. Do you know what? It's time for the pun of the week. Not yet, not yet, not
Why?
yet. You've climaxed too early.
Have I?
Yeah, that's about one and a half minutes, I would think. From yesterday's Sun, boffins create giant pigs. Nice. Very exciting
Lovely.
about that. Very, very exciting indeed, but I'd like mini... We want
little pigs, don't we?
Bag of pigs, please, landlord. Actually, I have the smoky sheep. But anyway, the pun says... Look up in the sky, it's super ham.
Good pun.
From the... I'm sorry, is that voice of discontent? That's all right. Malcolm, rouse him up a bit in Corporate Corner. Thank you. From Tuesday's Sun, Cliff Richard's latest hit is Going Down a Storm at Funerals. Would do. Creates about the right atmosphere. The pun says, Stiff Richard. Now we stand up for the pun of the week. Come on. Come along. Take my hand and follow me.
Hey, you know what? Cockney Vic's ill.
Courtney
I
Vic's
wonder
ill.
who's going to deliver
Okay,
the pun of the
you're
week.
going to need the Woman in a Tabard song in G, really low. OK, here we go. From Monday's Star, a henpecked chef kills his wife and serves her up to customers as chops. I'll be repeating that story. I should have done that now. There's no Cockney Vic. We've got a genuine, real-life Woman in a Tabard. Here she comes. Woman in a Tabard. Hoop-pa-pa-pa, hoop-pa-pa. Woman in a Tabard.
Can't you do it? Get in.
Woman in a Tabard. Woman in a Tabard. Woman in a Tabard.
Oh, you love it.
In the Tabard. Morning, Laura. How are you?
I'm not bad.
OK, Laura, it's nice to have you down here
That's
this morning.
lovely. Have you been gutting
This
fish?
is in her... This is in her... She lives in a very tough area of London. This is a Kevlar Tabard. It's a bulletproof, knife-proof Tabard. That's what she needs in her local pub. You all right, Laura?
I am.
It's such a... You don't know what a hero is. Laura. The unsung heroes who improve the quality of life. They're there for you. They're there for you. They're always up for a drink.
Thank you, Sonny. After.
Thank you. Oh, easy, Laura. OK, here we go. Do you know what, Laura, underneath your tabard,
Somewhere.
you've got a lot of secrets. We don't want that. Not that far under the tabard, although that is a treat, I've seen it. Let's have the pun of the week, please, Laura. I'll tell you the story. A henpecked chef kills his wife and serves her up to customers as cutlets. OK, you ready? The pun is from the Star, and it is... Meet the Waif! Woman in a Tabard. Woman in a Tabard.